Okay, this smart car, it's done about 120,000 miles now, and for an MOT they said I have to change the rubber bushings down here now because they reckon there was some wear on them. Anyway, I took the original ones off, and to be honest, I didn't see very much wear on them. They didn't seem very bad to me compared to lots of vehicles I've had over the years. But I ordered some new ones and changed them out, and since I put new rubber bushings on, these brackets have been snapping like no one's business. It's like every 6 months I get one snapping now. This was the an original bracket which was on, and basically this is the bracket which goes around the back of the bushing there. So essentially they fit over a bolt which is underneath, and this piece goes over the bolt like so. So it looks like that, yeah, and then this bracket hooks over the top of it like that and goes over the same bolt. So they've got to be in two pieces so that you can slip them around the bushing and then hook them over the wishbone bolt, the extended wishbone bolt. So these things are snapping on that back part there, and then you end up with your sway bar or anti-roll bar swinging around in the air and hitting your track control arm here, your steering rack, and clanging around on here as well, depending on what sort of bumps you're going over. It's bouncing up and down like no one's business. Now, I've looked at the drop arm, and the drop arms seem to be in good nick. There's no excessive play in the things. There's no wear in these. There's ball joint top and bottom, and they're in good nick. You know, the rubbers haven't even deteriorated on them. They're good. They're the original ones, I would say, that have been on for 120,000 miles. But this new rubber bushing that I've put on down there, since replacing that, I don't know if it's a harder rubber compound, but it's causing these brackets to snap off. Again, I don't see any signs of clanging, clatter, gaps in the top bushing on the suspension, on the actual strut. I don't see a lot of play there. I'm just getting issues with these brackets snapping all the time. I've ordered some brackets from China. They say they're actually better than the original ones, potentially. I'll believe that when I see it. But in the meantime, I don't want to just make some of these up out of mild steel. As a temporary fix, I'm going to hold this together in the vise or with a magnet or something, and I'm going to weld it across the back. Then I'm going to grind the metal out on the inner face, and I'm going to weld that back as well. So there should be a new bead of steel on the inside and on the outside, and we'll see how that goes. This is just as a temporary interim while I've got parts coming through the post. They could be 10 days before they get here. Okay, so that's the inside weld, and this is how you drop it. That caught it. Right, and that's the outside weld, which I've done. I could play around with that a little bit more, maybe grind it back and do a fatter weld across that area there, and that might be less likely to shear off. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'll clean this up with a wire brush and grinder and stuff, and then I'll put some more weld, because I think you can see the nut which clamps this up, or clamps up on the other side. The surface of the bolt sits in this area where there's an impression left, so it looks to me like I can thicken this area up here so that it's less likely to break. Of course, that basically means that it'll probably snap in another location once I've strengthened this location. So you could argue that the whole bracket needs to be made out of thicker, stronger material. Anyway, I'm going to do this repair and then get it back on the car, and we will see how long it lasts. Hopefully it'll last at least long enough for the new parts to turn up from China. Right, so what I've done is I've welded put a thick weld on the back, and I've also very, very crudely put a bit of a weld in like a V sort of shape, or you know, across the back of the rib there, to hopefully reduce the amount of stress that might be put on the next point higher up. So as I say, this is a temporary job until new brackets come, but you know, sometimes temporary jobs can last 10 years. You just never know, do you? Okay, see how it goes. Okay, so you can see once I've put this bracket back in, the weld I've put across on the back isn't fouling up with anything. So in theory you could weld some extra steel all the way around on the back of that rear plate there to stop it from breaking as easy, but as with anything, the more you strengthen it up, potentially you're going to cause another point to break. So what's the answer? You could make a whole pair of brackets out of thicker material, which would still do the job. You can see there is, obviously there's a little bit of space on this bolt here, so you could use slightly thicker metal. 1 mil would probably get away with it, 1 mil thicker. You could also make a bracket potentially that doesn't fix like this at the top hooking over. You could make one that bolts at the top, so you could have a bolt through the top and then the bolt through the bottom, rather than having this curled over device. So that would work, and it would probably be easier to put on, because quite frankly, unless you've got the ability to jack the car up on both sides, like I've had to compromise and use a bottle jack over there in some form of a weight, but it's not a perfect answer. You really need to put these cars up on 2-post ramps and put them up on 4 points so that the suspension's all dangling down in order to do this. Or you've got to start unbolting the other the drop arm on the suspension, go into the sway bar, anti-roll bar, and then you've got to fight that back in. You've also then got the issue that you've undone nuts on a ball joint, and they can be a bit of a pain in the bum to put back again if you can get them undone in the first place. Generally, when you take these off, you replace the drop link bar, and at the moment I don't see a reason for having to do that. So yeah, you end up using crowbars like this and fitting them in around here, and then levering this bar to try and get it into position so you can do this. And it's quite a fight. I don't enjoy doing it, but I've had to do it a few times now. Anyway, that's it. Let's see how it goes.